Coming up this time on 15 Minutes You'll Never Get Back.
I don't care what you say. The Grinch is hot.
Remember when the mistletoe was kind of like the office hall pass?
And do you know all the words to Frosty the Snowman? Do you?
I'm Dale.
And I'm Charlie. All that and more this time on 15 Minutes You'll Never Get Back.
You ever been stuck under a mistletoe?
Stuck?
So mistletoe is almost a binding legal contract, if you will. So if someone holds a mistletoe over your head and you don't kiss them, you most certainly are going to Christmas jail.
Christmas jail.
Is it cheating if you kiss someone under that mistletoe that is not your person? Overall, almost half of people say that it would be considered cheating. 38% say they wouldn't consider it cheating, and 15% were undecided. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Women are actually more forgiving of the mistletoe kisses compared to men. Older people are also much cooler with regards to the mistletoe tradition.
Oh, I think it's really become part of a bygone, especially these days.
So if you're 45,
it used to be like a staple of the office party. You'd see guys. Well, I remember some of the ones that I used to be at back in the day in Toronto. They had the head things that went around their heads, and the mistletoe stuck out the top like a crown and hung right over them, and they'd walk around the Christmas party like that.
Oh, amazing! The office Christmas. Oh, how times have changed.
Right?
Yes.
But I mean,
I'm fine with it.
Yeah?
Yeah, like, again, mistletoe stresses me out. It's kind of like Secret Santa for me.
Right.
I think forced fun is my issue. But if somebody held it over my husband's head, I'd be like, have at her. Fill your boots.
So apparently, in Charlie's world, mistletoe is the Christmas hall pass. You're kind of picking up that sense that people are getting a little bit more in the mood and everything like that. Even the bah humbug people, somewhat like myself, are a little bit more receptive to the whole Christmas spirit and everything like that. You know, you hear a lot more Merry Christmases. You hear a lot of Merry Christmases this year and Happy Holidays and that kind of thing. Even walking around here, we just did almost like a straw poll, if you want to call it, walking around the hallways yesterday at the Kool Studios with the phone, just kind of recording what everybody was saying. It kind of gives you an idea. Like most people are into it, not everybody though, as we find out with things people say at Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I am not going to overeat this year.
Okay, I'm on a diet as of January 1st.
Okay, maybe one more Christmas cookie.
I'm not going to spend too much money this year.
Oh my God, I'm totally broke.
I will not over-decorate this year.
I love Christmas!
Yeah, I hate Christmas.
I am not going to drink too much at the Christmas party this year.
Ooh, look, shooters.
Does Christmas music stress you out?
Yes.
Okay, here's why.
Wow, there's scientific reasons behind it?
It's supposed to be the most wonderful time of the year, but is it? Is it really?
I don't know.
Is it? So for many, it's the most stressful time of the year. So when you add in that happy, sappy Christmas music, it can push people over the festive edge. Now, there hasn't been an intense amount of research on this topic, but a few surveys in the last, decade or so has found that people really don't like Christmas music as much as we think they do. So a customer report survey in 2011 found that almost 30% of respondents said they actually dread listening to holiday music. In 2017, another 20% say they don't like hearing it in shops when they're out doing their holiday shopping.
And yet, businesses seem to think that putting it on,
correlates to something else.
Yeah.
And I think what it is Kool FM.
Yeah.
We understand your needs and your not needs. So we sprinkle in just the right amount, and we will start on Wednesday.
Okay.
A lot of people equate music to memories, right? And unfortunately, a lot of people have bad memories when it comes to Christmases. I have this memory of my grandmother, and I don't know if it's a sad memory for me because I was younger, but I remember Granny just sprawled out on the rug after having a little too much eggnog and my mother just putting a bowl beside her.
Oh, my God. Why does that almost sound... That almost sounds like the meeting of two Irish Rover songs. Because, you know what? We all knew that Grandma got run over by a reindeer. But now we know that wasn't at a party came first.
I don't know, but look at the mess I'm in. My head's like a football. Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Let's face it, there are important things going on right now.
So it's Christmas list season. So my kids have been going on about making a Christmas list, and I thought we should probably get to the bottom of what my kids want for Christmas. So we thought we'll bring them in and find out what kind of things are on your Christmas list. This is Lucas. This is my oldest.
Hi.
What kind of things are on your Christmas list this year, hon?
I have PS4 gift cards, $50 or higher.
Wait, there's a limit that you have to go higher, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have Iron Man / Punisher helmet at EB Games.
That giant obnoxious thing that's like $200?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, kid. Go shovel snow and I'll give you a toonie.
A set of metal batarangs.
No, I've told you before, I'm not buying you weapons for Christmas.
Tickets to a play called Anastasia, maybe. There was this brochure on our table.
Another Broadway show.
Yeah, we'll do that maybe.
Oh,
It
okay.
says maybe underlined.
Yeah, there's a new show in town. It's called Go Clean Your Room.
Movie tickets.
Hey, have you seen the movie where there's a mom and two boys and she loses her mind? I hear it's up for an Oscar.
And this Doctor Strange amulet that they have at EB Games that I've been asking my mom for like a year.
I've got some old pearls from your dead grandma. You can wear those instead. So apparently, the Grinch is hot.
What?
I mean, now that I look at this and what's not to lust over? I mean, he's self-assured. He hates capitalism, society. He hates feeling emotions, and he lives with a dog.
Oh.
So the new take on the Grinch, starring the voice of Benedict Cumberbatch, has left people feeling the need to squeeze the green, if you will. People have declared on Twitter that the Grinch is sexy. So let's just analyze this for a second, because I'm starting to get this. So in the 2000 version of the Grinch, right, with Jim Carrey.
Yes.
His character is positioned as an object of forbidden lust. Remember in the movie, Martha May Hoover rejects the mayor and declares her lust for the hunky, green, fuzzy meat man.
It came without packages, boxes, or bags.
Okay, I'm just not seeing the connection.
So when you think about it, what could be hotter, right? Like this mean, grumpy, disgusting man who you're not supposed to like, right? This is sort of like a bad boy. This is somebody that your parents would hate you to be with, but that's why you want to be with him anyway. So I get it. So the Grinch is hot.
Maybe it wasn't just his heart that grew 3 times too big.
Who will they say that the Grinch's small grew 3 sizes that day?
Now, normally, here's the deal. Normally, in January, depression sets in, a lot of marriages break up.
Right.
All that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, divorce lawyers are very busy in January usually.
Apparently, Christmas came early for the divorce lawyers.
Oh, look at you guys go.
Look at this. This story's just coming out today. Apparently, the business is booming. Instead of waiting until January, it looks like things are up. Like right now, the numbers are going up quite a bit.
I get it.
Courts have logged a record number of divorce filings recently. Thanks to the pandemic, they figure people they can't even wait until January.
Yeah.
You know? In July, there was a survey done by Legal Templates. I guess these are people that they deal in any kind of thing you need legally is paperwork. They deal in it. Sales of divorce agreement paperwork was up by 34%.
Wow.
Year over year. Can you imagine if somebody gets a Christmas gift under the Christmas tree and it's wrapped in divorce paper?
Oh, see? Merry Christmas to us all.
Like, wouldn't that be something? Apparently, searches for filing for divorce online have shot up by like 95%, almost doubled.
I
since
get
the
it.
same time last year.
I can't say I haven't Googled a few times myself. Just to see.
Just to see.
Just that's all.
You know, she was shopping for Christmas and thought that might be something she'd like.
Well, our marriage is really frightful. That divorce sounds so delightful. I think it's time you should know. You gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta go. Well, the lawyers will work it out so that you're no longer my spouse. And to show I'm being fair, I'll even let you keep the house. So our love is clearly dying. And my dear, there's no point in crying. It seems that you really know. You gotta go, it's time to go. You gotta go. So move over, elf on a shelf. And mensch on a bench, there is a new elf in town.
There's a new elf in town, and his name is...
Schmelf, the Hanukkah elf. Now, here's the thing. It sounds quite funny. Hanukkah and Christmas have not come together since 1959.
Yeah.
So this is the first year that they are going to collide. Hanukkah first day actually starts Christmas Eve.
Right.
And this story was actually created by a Jewish history teacher who does do Christmas in his own capacity. He says a lot of Jewish people will do like the stockings, milk and cookies, but they won't do a Christmas tree.
No.
So they kind of blend the two together.
Well, they got the menorah up instead of the Christmas tree.
Right, and most children are surrounded by Christmas in the schools, and so Schmelf, a North Pole elf. Who takes an interest in Jewish children of the world, visits a Jewish home to learn about Hanukkah. Oh. So then he gets back to the North Pole. Right. He tells Santa what he has learned, and Santa says, Schmelf, you are going to become the Hanukkah elf. And he puts him in blue and silver and says that you are going to go off every year and become the Hanukkah elf. He even goes as far as to give Schmelf his own reindeer, a Jewish reindeer by the name of Asher. Now, here's the thing. The story is quite cute. Yeah. I've got a picture. I think this is sort of a good idea because this is a story that I would happily buy my children to learn about Hanukkah. Yeah. Now, this could start a whole thing about other cultures at Christmas.
Yeah.
Like there's Kwanzaa. Diwali.
Yeah.
So this might open the door to something new. But
I think it's interesting.
Yeah. Schmelf.
Schmelf on a shelf.
And that's what it's Schmelf on a shelf.
Schmelf on a shelf. Really? You couldn't, milk and cookies, you couldn't put out a nice Kiddush? Maybe some brisket?
Hey, would it happen to be Doodle?
Doodle.
Oh, love it. That's what I do. I make those like little weird faces. And
Charlie does that when we're having like a little two-person meeting here in the morning.
I do it all the time.
She can't resist. And she's not a very good doodler.
Oh, no.
Listen, I'm being creative.
We're getting closer to Christmas. Maybe we should retry the gingerbread man.
You know why? Because if you ask me to draw body parts, I'm great. But if you ask me to draw houses and gingerbread man and landscapes, I can't do it.
Let's compromise. We'll get you to draw an anatomically correct gingerbread man.
Okay. So, because of the snow coming down last night, my kids were like, oh, it's going to be Christmas soon. Hey, let's sing Christmas carols. I'm like, oh, dear. So they're like, Mom, can we sing Frosty the Snowman? I'm like, sure. And then I go blank. I'm like,
but you're a mom.
I know. Here's the thing. I mean, when I was younger and, when you're in school and, you do carols and that, you kind of, these songs down.
Yeah.
But then as you get older and you don't really sing them as much, and so once in a while you hear them on the radio, but can you actually, like right now if you had to, stop and do you know all the lyrics for Frosty?
Yeah, I can probably do Frosty.
You can nail Frosty the Snowman.
I can probably just jump right into it.
Okay, give her.
Yeah? You want me to just take the lead and go?
Let's see.
Okay. Frosty.
No, wait.
Oh, yeah.
Go.
Frosty the Snowman.
With his corn pipe and his frosty. Wait, again, hold on, wait.
Okay.
Frosty the Snowman has a jolly happy soul with a corn pipe and a busted
nose.
Moving down the streets.
It's Frosty the Loan Shark Collector.
Hold on.
If I don't get my money, I'm going to put this corncob pipe out right in your face.
Hold on. We have to do it again.
You want me to rewind it? You want me to rewind it?
Yeah, rewind it.
Okay, right. Hang on a second. Where is it? Okay, stop. And
I can do it.
Ready? Go ahead.
Frosty the Snowman had a very shiny nose with a corncob pipe and a button nose and was made out of snow.
Coal.
Down to the village with a broomstick in his hand, running here and there all around the square, saying, "Catch me if you can."
Early escape from the asylum.
Round the streets one night, spread to the traffic's top. He only hollered once or twice when he heard them say, "Stop."
Yep.
Nailed it.
Stop.
Good Lord.
Stop.
Hey, thanks so much for tuning in.
If you enjoyed that 15 minutes you'll never get back, follow and subscribe. More on Dale and Charlie at 1075coolfm.com.
Download your favorite episodes there or at Spotify. Leave a review so our egos can get inflated.
Waste your time next week.